What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about if you should consider upgrading to the EOS R5. Let's get into it. Now it's easy to think like, hell yeah, I want that camera. We got all the new specs, we got 8K, we got IBIS, we got all this incredible stuff coming in this camera. But we got to remember to take a step back and realize, is all that stuff necessary for the kind of content that you're creating? Specifically, if you're a YouTube content creator, is 8K necessary for your videos? And to be frank, hell no, you do not need 8K for a YouTube video. But I gotta say, if I had the access to 8K and my computer could handle its file sizes, I would shoot in 8K. I'm one of those kind of people that really obsess over high quality videos, so just knowing I shot it in 8K, although YouTube, yes, it does compress it, it's still gonna look just like so good. It's gonna look really good. Is it a necessity though? Absolutely not. You can get away with shooting 1080p. I shoot 1080p and then upscale it in post to 4K. Next thing we gotta keep in mind if we're gonna upgrade to this camera is the massive file sizes if you're shooting in 8K. It may require you to upgrade your computer because your computer may not be able to handle the 8K files. Obviously, you can shoot in 8K and then in post just downscale it to 4K to make it a lot easier for your computer to handle. I mean, YouTube, you can't even post 8K video. It only goes up to 4K anyways. So I can't really find anything on the price of this. Let me ask Siri real quick. Siri, how much is the Canon R5 gonna be?
I found this on the web.
Has not been revealed yet. Siri, can you call me Granddaddy Pappy from now on?
I don't know who you are, but you can tell me. In Siri settings, tap on my info and then choose your...
Now, a reason to invest in the R5 would be that IBIS and the dual card slots. Thank you, Canon, we needed that. Now, with the dual card slots, that's good if you're shooting weddings, if you need to back up all your memory. And then the IBIS is incredible because it can knock off some of those gimbals that you have. I'm more of a handheld shooter myself. I don't actually have a gimbal. I do like the art of just the kind of run and gun, kind of just getting your shots as you go. Having IBIS will help out a lot with that, so I'm really stoked for that with this camera. And then of course with this camera, if you have the EOS R system already, you have access to all the RF lenses, and then of course they'll have the adapter that you can adapt all the EF lenses to as well. So none of your lenses are going to waste. But I believe there's 9 new RF lenses coming out, which is crazy. I'm curious to see what those are. Once I know, I'll do a video on them. But yeah, I'm stoked. I love the RF lenses. I have the 24 to 105. I'm looking into getting the 15 to 35 f2.8 as soon as I can. Something about the RF lenses feel really nice to me. Now, another reason to invest in this camera is just the high quality video. Like I went over before, that we have 8K, but I'm willing to bet even the 1080p is gonna look superior. It's gonna look really great. And if you're into like high quality footage, like if the visuals are important to you, I guarantee you this is gonna be a very nice camera. Now, let's say you don't have a budget, you have a bunch of money and video is your main concern, then I would obviously recommend going with one of their cinema cameras or a Red or something like that before going for this camera. Although this camera would probably make a good camera B or a good side camera anyways. All right, now let me just say this to all of you that think that cameras are the #1 thing to invest in. I would first and foremost invest into lights and audio. That's gonna improve the quality of your videos tenfold, way before a new camera ever will. 8K footage is not gonna look good if you do not have proper lighting. Audio and lighting should be your first and second biggest investments when it comes to content creating. Trust me on that one. Ask any of the professionals, that's what they'll tell you. Sorry if this video is all over the place, I'm kind of just splurging what's in my head. I think what it ultimately comes down to is if you're a casual filmmaker, a casual vlogger, it's not the biggest deal, you're not making a business out of it, it's more so just for fun and it's a hobby of yours, then obviously I wouldn't recommend putting a lot of money into the gear. Now, if you are somebody that's trying to make this a business and you don't have the budget to afford these expensive cameras, I wouldn't put all of my eggs in one basket. I wouldn't be trying to get this camera if it's gonna break the bank for you. Like, it's important to eat, it's important to get food to your table. There's a lot more things more important than a camera. But what I do recommend is when you do start making money from your business, from your filmmaking or YouTube or anything like that, you can start taking that money and investing it back into a business. So those are the right times to upgrade your equipment. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, there's a lot of, pretty much every camera is good out there. It's plenty good enough for YouTube, so you can make some really high quality content without getting super expensive cameras. Now, if you do have the budget for this camera and it's part of your business, I'd say hell yeah, go for the camera. The EOS R is a great system, and I know a lot of people that use it, and it's very versatile, and I think it's one of the best ones out there. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that people are gonna be like, dislike, no way, probably getting a bunch of hate in the comments. Maybe not, but personally, I think it's a great system, and I believe it's worth the upgrade. Regarding the price isn't completely ridiculous, because the EOS R is still a good camera. The R5 is like $10,000. I saw a website that was selling it for $10,000. I don't know if that was real or not. If it's that much, then I'm gonna have to pass on it. The EOS R is good enough for me, but if I'm thinking it's probably gonna be around the 35 for maybe 5,000 range. And for the specs in that camera, and if it does turn out to be as good as everybody thinks, or as good as it's being put out to be, then it might be worth it. That being said, camera equipment is just expensive, and camera companies just get away with too much shit. I don't know, like, who knows how much it actually costs them to make the camera. It could be just a fraction of that price. So we all could be getting ripped off for all we know. It's easy to try to justify camera stuff because it's expensive, and you put all your money into it and you're like, yeah, that was worth it. But was it? That's a topic for another video. All that being said, if it's a reasonable price, I'm gonna get it. I care about upgrading all my equipment from time to time and producing the highest quality videos I can. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I've upgraded my lights. I got the Godox 60W. Is that what it's called? Godox something? Godox 60W, I believe. I had these crappy E-Mart, Walmart looking lights before, and they left a horrible skin tone. Like, it was like green, and it just didn't look good. So this looks a lot more natural. So like I said, invest in lights and audio before you do invest in other cameras. That being said, I did invest in a Canon EOS R before upgrading my lights. So don't do as I do as I say. Is that how you say that? Overall, nobody's perfect. Everybody's got to learn for themselves, so do whatever can't cuss on YouTube. Do whatever you want to do, because ultimately that's how you learn. Take my words for what it is, and overall, just have fun. Keep creating, keep making videos. At the end of the day, that's what's most important. Just keep making videos, educating yourself, and enjoy the experience. All right, guys, let me know down in the comments below if a Canon R5 is something you're gonna invest in, if it's worth it to you, or if you're gonna get a different camera, maybe a cinema line if you have the budget for it, or if you're one of those Sony users. Kidding, I got nothing against Sony. Sonys are good cameras. I just prefer Canon. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up here. Now, if you like this video, consider hitting that like button. It'd help me out tremendously, and I'd greatly appreciate it. And subscribe if you like more content like this. I'm gonna have plenty of videos on the R5. I do tutorials, filmmaking, vlogs, short films, and the list goes on, yada, yada, yada. Thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And if you wanna help out the channel, watch some of these videos here. All right, guys, till next time, peace.